Hello everyone, and I've just messed up the desktop audio setting straight away. Get in there. What a start. Welcome back to GRSF2, where we're here for my personal least favourite track on the calendar, because I'm obliged to like Canada because I drive well there, despite the fact that the track's not good. So we'll go for Spain instead as the worst one, in my opinion. And yeah, we've got to figure out how a title fight's going to happen at Spain. So this is going to be fun. I'm joined by Charlie today, not the one you normally expect on comms, but in this situation, the better one.
Yeah, well, I've got more points than him.
Oh, bloody hell. We got the faster Charlie here. That's definitely true.
Obviously.
Right. Who's going to come out the pit lane first, and what is it, Mitch? Don't you know? He doesn't save setups, it won't be him. Okay, it's Mitch.
It's Mitch.
He don't need a setter. Oh, has he been
I was gonna say, if he hasn't saved it, that was quite fast.
Who was that going to be? It was
I think it's a
Sam.
Merc.
Oh, it's Sam and
Oh, is it?
Jay. Who were no, not Jay. Jarvis. No, Jarvis is teleported back. What?
Great start.
Oh no, there is a Merco. It is Jay. Okay, so we've got teleporting Mercedes to start off. Anyways, so yeah, we have a pretty nice championship fight going on. We got 12 points separating the top three coming into this round. Callum Morris, who basically had forfeited it last week, supposedly, as he's come back and decided, you know what, we'll give it a go. So
It's an interesting fight as well, because they've only battled once, and I think that was Callum and Biode, or Callum and Andy.
Well, they had a scrap last week in Vegas, all of them. They were all
I think that was the only time they've actually battled.
Well, we're not going to see any of that today because Spain's boring.
Yep.
Unless we have Mitch staying out and causing 8 cars to go side by side again, which could happen. There's our Mitch. Around the final corner to start his first lap of the day. Let's see how he can do. It'll be a nice slow lap so we can analyse the track for you. You want to use it into about 60% battery here, then brake. About that grey marking that's randomly there for no reason. As now through turn 3, flat round here. Bit of battery once you're around the corner. And then up to braking at 50 metres. Avoid the grass on the inside. I'll tell you, Thomas Underhill didn't manage to do that yesterday. Here, just before 50. And get right onto the apex, straight on the throttle on the exit. Bit of battery, because why not? Brake just after the start of the curb, up the hill. You want to carry as much speed as possible there, and then you go flat around this next right-hander. It's pretty easy on this game to do so in qualifying. And then braking just after 100, where the green starts. Here turning in at the end of that previous curb. You don't want to understeer too wide as Mitch has a snap mid-corner. And we have his teammate in front who's going to give him the world's smallest slipstream. And if anything, has gave him dirty air for the final corner. And it's a 14.3. Next up is Jay, who does a 12.2, so 2 seconds quicker than Mitch, and Sam, who does a 12.4.
Next, no, it's not. It's Jarvis. Okay. But I say Jay. It's not Jay. It's already set a lap.
Yes, indeed. Marco, who has fixed his pedals somewhat, is here, and does a 12.8, so after being 6 seconds a lap off the pace for the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's back. So I'll be happy with that.
Next is Mellowman.
Yeah, he's on a pretty fast lap, it looks like. I will be expecting someone to banker an 11. considering 11.7 was pole yesterday, so I'd say like an 11.5 here today. And then I'd expect low 11s in F1. There's a 12.2 banker from Melamed, so he is the quickest for now. As Tyler heads around the final corner with the battery on the whole way around. Respect it. He goes P5. As next on the lap, Andy's in the grass. There's Callum Morris, who has 70% battery for whatever reason. He's not used that very well. He's up to the line, 12.8, 5th place.
Mitch has gone again.
Has he?
Yeah. He's, just started it. Kind of.
2.5 temps up in sector 1. So it's a good start.
John now starts his lap.
Let's have a look. So I know Andy made a mistake on his. Is that Leon? That's Leon's behind
yes.
Mitch. So let's see what his middle sector's looking like. It is about the same as Melamed, so depending on how his final sector goes, Leon could go for a provisional pole here. And it looks decent, slightly under the limit, but it is a banker, so you can afford to take it a bit more careful.
Oh, Mitch coming to the line now for another lap. He improved by 7 tenths.
So Leon goes quickest. Tyler's heading back to the pit lane. The two Hash drivers. Harvey looking decent so far on his lap. I don't know if Callum's not improving, no. But he is going to gain. Harvey, where can he go? P5. Not bad. John's next. Had a good race last week. And has also picked himself up a Red Bull Team Principal position. We'll go P10 there. Sandro's getting a slipstream off of John. Quite clever for him to start his lap there, as Andy is on the quickest middle sector we've seen so far.
And 17 seconds up, which is some improvement.
Could have been more, to be honest, I think.
Probably.
Anyways, 11.9, first driver into the 11s will be Andy. Nice job from him there. Bayode also on a fast lap here. Can he displace him? He can, 11.8. And that's what we're looking to see. And Melamed also improves and takes an 11.9 as well.
If anyone was going to get into that 11 banker, it was going to be Andy. I wasn't expecting that from Bayode, as his qualifying isn't normally as high as his race finishes.
Callum Morris to improve. His championship rivals are at the front. He's going to need to jump up. He will go to 6th. So it is some progress for him. Sandro is looking very quick here. But he's not got much battery for the run to the line. Is he going to be able to gain time? He goes 3rd. So decent effort there from Sandro. As Jarvis is going again. We are very close at the top. Although F2 this entire season has been very close at the front.
Oh, Jack is now leaving the garage, I think, for the first time.
He's finally decided he wants to turn off. Drive is a bit deep there, but he'll get away with it. Let's see what he can do. Currently on a 12.6, and that's 10th place. 8 temps off 10th place. I mean, considering the lower temps, it's not too bad. 3 temps up though, and that's going to put him already on to be about his teammate. Well, maybe they'll need to find a bit more in the final sector. It looks pretty tidy though. So let's see here as he comes up to the line, and he has lost a bit in that final sector actually, and we'll go just behind Callum. As Marco is a tenth and a half up. Although that will gain him just the one place at the moment. So he's going to look to find more in the final sector. He's not using his battery very well. He needs to be more aggressive earlier in the lap with that. To the line, 12.5. And yeah, 3 tenths improvement, only gains in one place. As Tyler all over the road there. So I don't think we're going to see him improving. He was down in sector 1, and yeah, he's 4 tenths down. Tyler is done on that lap. Jack will be next, setting his first lap of the day. The question is, who's going to win the Jack versus Mitch fight?
My money's on Mitch.
I think I would agree. Jack's using battery through the corner and invalidates.
Invalidated.
It's not where you use battery, I will say. Through a corner is not ideal. Jay is a tenth and a half up here in the Mercedes.
You know, someone who spun out that corner twice yesterday probably shouldn't use battery there.
Yeah.
Didn't help.
As we have a McLaren here. Hopefully we'll get out of the way as Jay is on a pretty nice lap. Second gear there is interesting. McLaren does move. Let's see, can Jay put himself into the 11s? No, he doesn't actually improve in position, only 1/10 in the end. So lost some time in the final sector. Mitch is a second down, I don't know what he's done. It's not gone well for him. Harvey is 3 tenths up here in the Haas. And that is going to be a pretty competitive improvement. Sort of having to sight the corner with an Aston on the outside. And then an RB keeping well over to the right there. As Sandro again, I haven't seen his starting his lap right behind Harvey, so trying to get another slipstream as Harvey does go to 6th and fits in a pretty small gap there between.
Next to the line will be Leon.
Yeah, he's a tenth and a half up. This could be an RB front row provisionally. He doesn't gain as much as he was up there, unfortunately for him. Jack has lost out to Mitch currently. So
but it is close.
It is close, yeah.
He's still got a lot of battery left for the end of that lap.
Andy will be next to the line, but he's going to be starting again, so he backed off. Jay is going into the pit lane, so it'll be Melamed who's also backed off and going again. Jarvis is on an out lap, and Mitch is 2 seconds down, so it's going to be Sandro, who was a 10th up in sector 1, 2 tenths up now. This could be a very good lap from the Aston. What he needs is to get a pretty average final sector, somewhat close to his previous one. As he heads to the line, it's going to be an 11.5, and that is a very quick time there from Sandro. We'll be pleased with that one. Sam is starting his lap, and that'll be Callum Morris around the final corner to finish his next run. He improves, but 90 positions. Jack heads to the pit lane. What's happening over with the McLarens? Malomed's getting the slipstreams. Andy has bailed, and he is a 10th up in the McLaren. So he'll be looking to get himself onto the front row here. Oh, he's bailed into the box, and he's... Oh my god!
That was very close.
I think he made the right decision by just sending it back out onto the track probably there. As Jarvis is up here, can he gain it? He's gained up to 6th, so good improvement there. Sam's 2.5 tenths up as well in the Red Bull.
Well, I think it was Daniel yesterday. He did actually crash like that in the race, which brought out the safety car.
It was Albert.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Daniel.
Yeah, it was Albert. He crashed on pit entry. as Sam to the line goes up to 7th, and there's a lot of drivers packed within sort of a 3 tenths range from 2nd down to 9th. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah,
Sharky's 4 tenths up at the moment.
he's just finished his lap.
How's he already? What?
That was his, he just improved 4 tenths.
Oh. Well, it was showing like way into the in-lap that he was improved 4 tenths.
Interesting.
Never mind then.
Mitch will be first to start his final run, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Can he put a bit of daylight between himself and Jack? I don't think either of them are going to be pushing up towards Tyler, but you never know.
No, probably not.
There we go then, Mitch for his final run. Let's see what he can do. Not using too much curve to open it up, but it looks decent. Not a bad sector 1. Keeping nice and tight to the inside, taking the shortest line possible. And he's a 10.5 up for doing so. Runs a bit wide there. 50 metre board is gone, but he uses line, so he'll be alright. Anyone not using line might be a bit frustrated at that, as it looks decent so far for Mitch. I think he'll still be improving so far with this. Middle sector's not too bad. How much is he up by? He is up by still nearly 2 tenths. There's a bit of wheel spin and washes a little bit out wide there. Next corner looks alright though. He sees more battery through these corners, which he's not doing. And because of that, he finishes with a lot more battery than he would have wanted, but it's a 13.3. So it's a respectable improvement. Jack will ironically be next, so we get a direct comparison straight away between the two of them. Can Jack beat Mitch? I would say his turn 1 looks cleaner. Well, he's certainly a bit wider around here, which is going to cost him time compared to Mitch, but it is just under a 10.5. As Sam has retired, as he's
in the pits.
Yeah, we're going to have quite a lot of cars coming to the line all in one go at the end. Sandro's already backed off his run, I can tell. So he's going to be done already, as is a Haas who's crashed.
Oh, that is Callum.
So Callum's done.
Harv will be the last person to set a lap.
Stay on board with Jack then. Has he managed to beat Mitch in the fight for 14th place in qualifying? And he does!
Leon's in the gravel.
He has done indeed. Marco is up by 4 tenths here, so he's gone for a very competitive lap. If he's found more in this final sector, it could be big. And he's lost time in the final sector. Oh dear. Jay round the final corner. Can he improve? He can up to 5th, and that is into the 11s for him. Jarvis is a 10th up.
Harv's invalidated.
Jarvis to the line, goes to 6th, just behind his teammate. Andy's a 10.5 up here. Can he get himself onto the front row? He can. Very nicely done. John next, he's found 2 tenths. As he's going to go, he's going to stay 12th. Melamed invalidated, so it's going to be Tyler.
Oh, Pipe just spun on the run to the last corner.
As Tyler 6 tenths up, goes to 10th. Aston next. Sandro, who's already off his lap. Bayard has spun like he said. He needs to get going because he's going to get disqualified. Leon.
He went into the gravel on his lap as well.
What has Bayard done to his tyres? As Harvey boxes. So that should be everyone. Callum Rice is doing trick shots. And we'll be starting this race 12th.
Really not what you want. If you're in the fight for the championship, you do not want to be where he is.
Especially considering his two championship rivals are second and third on the grid.
Yeah.
They both have rear gunners near the front. It's also going to be big for RB and Mercedes, who are both going to have drivers up there compared to Red Bull as they fight for second place in the overall constructors, which is way back way open now because we don't have any Williams drivers today.
No, we don't.
So that's not ideal for them. But yeah, it will be Sandro on pole here with an 11.5.
Have a quick look at the overall standings.
Then we have Baird and Melamed, then the two Mercedes, then an all Red Bull part 4th row, and a Ferrari part 5th row and 6th row. A little chunk of them there, followed by John, Jack and Mitch at the back. And there is about a 1 second gap between John and Jack, so that's sort of the gap you can sense between F2 and F4.
At the moment of the fight to second, Williams have 507. I'll be a 21 off with 486, and then Merck have 483.
Red Bull have like 470.
468.
468 Red Bull.
Yeah. Alpine 423.
As I said, Alpine gained a lot yesterday.
Yeah, they did. What a performance from Ignacy that was as well.
Yeah, very fast.
Pretty dominant. Callum said he's fallen off, and that's what happens when you go outside, apparently. Oh, Tyler's also said he had to delete GTA just to do this race because he couldn't download F1.
Yeah, I know about that one. He's got storage problems. Right. Let us know in the chat who you think's going to win, if anyone is there. The only thing is Nathan thinks Mitch is going to win. And Robert thinks a safety car on lap 1 is incoming. It's quite difficult to get a safety car here without someone crashing into the pit lane. I feel like that's where you'll see it happen the most, so... yeah. David said he's very happy to not be racing at this shithole. But didn't say racing, said racist. Anyways, 5 red lights coming on here in Spain. And we are underway here for round 11, the penultimate race of the season. It's a good launch for Bayard off the line. As what is going on with the camera? It's just not even moving. Bayard going for the move straight away on Andy. Little bit of contact. He's going to try to the outside of Sandro. Round turn 1, he's not going to get that move as Andy's still in there looking as we have 3 white between Leon and the 2 Mercedes drivers. Someone going very white, that's Tyler, who's off the road there. As into turn 4 we go, and everyone managing to keep it clean so far. And down into turn 5 now. Leon looking for a move on the inside there of Jay, but he's not going to get that one as... Sam, when they tried to capitalise on Harvey behind due to this. Oh, driver's getting pushed onto the curb. Wow. They managed to get away with it. Leon's also got a good run there past Jarvis and is up to 5th. Tyler also makes a move for 8th, and Callum Morris sneaks through as well for 9th. As that's a send by Marco. Someone's knocked off their front wing in the background. That is Harvey and Jack.
Oh,
Jack
and
spun.
Jack has spun.
Jack has indeed spun. Yeah, Harvey with both end plates missing. On his Haas. So it's not been a good start for him, as he is all over the place in front of Nick.
The Haas drivers have swapped.
Marco's pace, is he back on wheel? Yes, he is, David. He's managed to fix it. And speaking of fixing it, he's going to go for the move on Sam here, potentially. No, he's not going to get that run. He's going to send one, though. Nearly. Nearly. Callum Marsh trying to put pressure on Tyler. He's going to need to make a lot of moves early on here.
Really is. He has had problems in the past getting past Tyler, and I hope for his sake he doesn't today.
I think everyone's had problems in the past getting past Tyler. Tyres,
Well, yeah,
I can get them for you. Everyone on mediums they were to start. Harvey and Jack have swapped to hards now. So the strategy's boring.
Yeah.
No one's been fun. No fun allowed at Spain. As Sam putting the pressure on Callum, trying to get him back after a mistake from the Haas driver down the inside for the Red Bull. And there you go. Marco's going to try to capitalise as well. And Callum drops 2 places in one go. And yeah, a mistake can be costly here. He's off into the gravel there again. And he's struggling at the start of this race. As Bayode putting the pressure to try get himself into the lead of this race, and he will. Ahead of Sandro for first place. Did the understeer for Andy there is atrocious. As he was closest, we've got Sam and Marco side by side here, and Marco's ahead. Marco is ahead. Callum Morris is also looking down the inside. It's 3 wide, and this is still going on. Callum Morris gets back up into 9th.
There was some contact there, but I don't think anyone's got damage.
Yeah, I think everyone's alright. Callum's going to have to put in a big shift to get back up, right? The front 8 have kind of gotten away.
Just about, yeah.
And that front 8 consists of 3 teams who have both their drivers in there. And then an Aston and a Ferrari. Right themselves, Sandro here, looking to swap back into the lead. Bayode goes defensive, Sandro to the outside, and he's going to take the lead.
Gets
back.
it done.
Bayode trying to set it up, not round the outside here. Yeah, okay, I would have said
Andy's still sitting back, maybe waiting for either of them to make a mistake when overtaking each other.
Yeah, Marco's managed to get back ahead of Callum, who's going to try and make another move back on him. These guys are just fighting into every corner. I guess they've sort of abandoned trying to catch up. I don't know.
I think Callum was losing even when they weren't fighting.
Oh, so Callum's off. And that's Sam up to 10.
John will probably get past here as well.
Mitch still
John not got DRS? No, he has.
Yeah, he does. Mitch is still keeping touch with these guys as well so far, so he's doing a good job. But yeah, it's a long day for Harvey and Jack now. 30S annoying on the straight. Yeah, it looks horrendous.
And the hards won't make it to the end either, so they will have to box again.
Oh, Tyler, penalty. That's the first one of the day. Leon.
Yeah, they'll both be hoping for a safety car or something.
Yeah, as we have Sam ahead of Marco. And they're trying to get anywhere near the guys in front again, if possible. Kind of just swap into whoever has the most battery out of the lot of them, consistently it seems. But I will say Sam's took half a second out of Tyler already. He seems to be, I would say, the quickest out of the train behind. Looks pretty comfortable. But Tyler is falling away from the guys in front. And he missed the RS. But he will have a chance to get it back. Sandro has put a bit of distance between himself and Bayo this lap, so there's not going to be an attack from the RB. And yeah, this is pretty much how the race is going to run, I think, for a while.
Probably.
Does Marco fancy it? No, he's staying behind. He's choosing to use Nolan's. The Mercs have swapped.
Yeah, I think the top 5 have managed to get away.
Oh, Marco has gone for it. Jay's using to try and drag the Team Mercedes back to the front, if possible. Well, I will say this, we have got to watch out for the track limit penalties because they could easily be incorrect. We saw... I think we've seen one report for the F3, but essentially it's giving out multiple warnings. This track does a lot. So I'll kind of take the initial finishing results with a slight pinch of salt if they are decided a lot on penalties, but we'll have to see. I am expecting people to get frustrated of the train at some point and start getting aggressive for moves there. As Calamaris 3-second time penalty, that doesn't help him out.
Bayo's gonna tries, but I think he'll get it.
Sam moves up a place. Tyler also side by side with Jarvis, and he will get that one. And Sam is ahead of Marco. I'm interested to see, because the people are going to box on different laps here. They're going to try either an undercut or an overcut. I mean, RB and McLaren have both their drivers in there, so they can try different strategies with, you know, maybe RB box Leon to try and force an undercut and try and force the McLarens in. Or McLaren could do that with Malamed. But I think if Malamed boxes, Leon could just follow him in, is the thing.
They will just be trying to cover each other.
Yeah.
As soon as the front McLaren boxes, the back RB will box, and same thing.
Yeah. It just all depends who decides to go first. I don't think we'll see it for a few laps. Bayard again. Getting close, but not on this occasion. Sam has caught up, and he's ditched Marco. Marco has been left in the dust. So fair enough to him. Jack's
I think Jack has spun again. Yeah.
Looks like he spun halfway down the straight, which is impressive.
Yeah, perhaps the tyres must have been halfway down.
Might have hit on the exit and just sort of lost the car. I don't know. Yes, Sam here is looking quite quick, and I feel like he's going to try and push past these two in front of him. Understeer City into the gravel for him though, and he's going to lose a lot of time with that.
As Jack has boxed again. He got wing damage.
Oh dear. Bayot's a bit closer this lap, and has
He's gone for the mediums.
90% battery. I don't think he's close enough though this time around. I think he has to be within half a second. Coming through the final corner is about what seems to be the range for him getting a move. Yeah, this track is it's very easy to lose touch of the cars in front and fall out of DRS, it seems. If you have one mistake with the dirty air and understeer, you can easily just drop straight out of DRS. So, as yellow flags, that is. Yes. I want to say it was John.
I don't think so. I think it was Callum.
Yeah, actually, it might have been. Yeah. Jack is moving out the way nicely. Yeah, I think Sandro is safe again this lap, depending on how the final corner goes. Okay, it's actually closer. No, he's going to have a chance here, I think.
Jack could end up bridging the gap from Marco to John.
Again. And Bayot takes the lead.
Got it on a lot earlier than he has before.
Jack's re-overtaking Marco. I don't know. Sandro's dropped to third. Andy's snuck through.
Callum's retired in the pits.
He has, which, based on points scored today, could make it impossible for him to win the title. If Andy finishes where he is, it'll be a 30-point gap, with a maximum of 37 available next week. So, but if Andy wins, the gap will be 37. So he'd have to win with the fastest lap or something.
Win with the fastest lap, and Biode and Andy wouldn't score points. But he wouldn't win on countback, would he?
I'm not sure. I mean, if he wins with fastest lap, he's now got Callum covered. But Bayode, he's going to be an issue. And speaking of which, he's gapped. He's managed to get out of that DRS range.
So Andy won't have DRS here to defend from Sandro.
You don't know.
But
he's not
it's looking like he might not need it.
Yeah, he's going to be alright there.
He might... Oh no, he's back in. If he can't consistently stay in this DRS with Biode, he might try and back up Sandro to get Melamed through.
Potentially. Yellow flag.
Another yellow.
Marco. Yeah, a lot of mistakes coming in. And we've still got this Tyler tree in at the moment. Sam hasn't managed to get through yet. I feel like he might try an undercut on these two. Because they aren't that far off the lead train, to be honest.
No.
Like, 2.7 seconds Tyler is away.
Probably start seeing people pit around now.
Yeah, I think this would be the earliest you want to go if you're going to risk it.
Yeah.
Top 6 are staying out. Does anyone behind fancy the undercut? Or this length? No.
No, not looking like it. Marco does.
Yeah, Marco in. Maybe he's cooked his tyres a bit with that spin. He could transition to a 2-stop, to be fair to him. The 2-stop did look pretty fast yesterday. From some people who did it, but you do just lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because you've got all these guys sort of in a train. The thing, Bayo's driving a good pace. I think he's driving a bit quicker than Sandro was because he's consistently under less pressure. Although Andy has saved up a nice reserve of battery here. And is rather close on this lap. So we'll have to see. No, he's not close enough there. It's going to be about 7 tenths.
The battery is very similar as well.
Sandro's box.
Sandro's in.
He's gone for the undercut. So he's going to go for what will be 21 laps on the hards.
Well, by the time you put off the medium to this stage, they're getting into their puncture range, so it's just how far you want to take them into that range.
Yeah, I feel like I would say the ideal to get to at least would be 14. That's going to make your hards way better.
Yeah.
I mean, any sort of overcut will work now. And obviously, Melometer's dropped out of range here due to Sandro boxing. But he's got the battery to push back into it and sort of will force everyone behind to kind of do the same. He's not going to get back in now, but I think for the final sector he might. We'll have to see. As Bayot's pushing, I think he realises there is, you know, an opportunity for him with the McLarens having a gap as Harvey picks up a penalty. But yeah, Melamed not in. I would consider boxing if I were him, but is he in? He is in, just about. No one boxing, so Sandro's going to be very early here. Tyler goes for it, and Sam. Sandro's two-stopping, he went for mediums. He is. Sandro is going for the two-stop. But this is interesting. We'll get the tyres up, see if anyone else is doing... Oh, what the heck? There's sort of double softs here for Sam and Tyler.
They started on... The default strategy is medium, soft, soft, so maybe they just kept with it.
Certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Leon here is right on the cusp of dropping out. I think we're going to see someone off the front, out of the front, coming this lap.
I think Andy will probably be the first.
I think we'll see maybe even one McLaren, one RB this lap, one McLaren, one RB the next lap. It could get very interesting if they box opposite in terms of like one boxes a championship rival, one boxes someone trying to cover. The two, they will stay at the front. Leon's going for the undercut.
Leon is in.
But this is interesting. Because Leon now is going to have to go and try and get as much as he can on the undercut. And this is a good position for him, because if he can undercut ahead of both McLarens, but have Bayode out in front, that is massive for him.
That is.
Sandro fastest lap of the race. He is miles ahead, showing just how powerful that undercut is, as Mitch also comes into the pit lane.
He's miles ahead, but he will have to stop again.
Yeah.
So if there's a safety car, it would have been an excellent decision, but if not, he could be in trouble.
I think, unless there's a safety car now, there's not really problems for anyone, really. So yeah, Sandro is 6.5 seconds up on Leon in 2 laps.
Yeah, that is one hell of an undercut.
Now, who comes in out of the front, guys? Because Bayode can go in and deny an undercut. He does go
Bayode is in,
and Andy's
so
in.
is Andy.
So Melamed's going for the overcut. Now, this is where a safety car would benefit McLaren. Jay also comes in. Jarvis stays out, obviously due to his teammate being in the pits. John will come in. And
we'll see how much.
Sandro is so far ahead. But now what we want to watch is where Leon is. Can he get himself between... No, he's not going to be near Andy.
No, he's not. Will he beat Jay though?
He will.
Yeah.
He's used all his battery as well, Leon has.
Yes, yeah.
Question is, will he get ahead of Melamed when he boxes? That's what I'll be interested to know. Melamed surely has to be in this lap, otherwise his tyres are going to be absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know. They've got to be near puncture.
I think at about 5% a lap, which is what I feel like it is, they would hit 80 last lap. So, oh no, this lap, 16 times 5, 80, yeah. So he should be in, yeah, he does box.
It's about, yeah, it's about 5 to 8.
So, and Jarvis will go in as well. So, now it's a game of what can Sandro do on the 2-stop. So obviously he's not in the championship fight, he's racing this race for himself. Andy is going to be putting pressure on down the straight onto Bayode into turn 1. Melamed will be behind, maybe even Jay? No, he won't be behind Jay. As Jay goes deep into turn 1, so it kind of kills any chance of trying to run anywhere, as Tyler and Sam are all over the back of the Mercedes driver on their softs. So those guys have been brought back into this a little bit. And they're going to be looking to get through and make the most of those soft tyres at the moment.
Well, FA yesterday started on the softs and he was able to get some really good moves done early.
Softs are very powerful for a very small amount of time, so
yeah.
we'll have to see if they're going to try and get their way through these guys. Might not even be a bad idea for Melamed and Jay to let them through. The guys on the softs could bridge them back up to the front three, we'll say. As obviously Sandro is first, but will definitely box again, and will then be sort of a game of how fast can he go to the end.
Wonder whether he takes softs or hards.
I would say Sandro will. But if he did 13 laps on a medium, I can only say he's going to try to do the same again, do like an 8-lap soft stint.
Yeah.
That'd be my prediction. As Leon's being dropped here. Sam and Tyler still unable to get through for now. Harvey boxes again. So, what's Harvey going to go for? I assume hard to the end. Yeah, hard to the end for Harvey. Well, these guys on the hards are sort of just holding their position nicely. I wonder if... Well, Bayo can't really slow down to try and keep Leon with him because he's got to try and defend from Andy.
Yeah, and Leon's only just about out. He's back in. He might still get it, but it's going to be close.
I think he got it. Yep.
I think he did, yeah.
Good
He has used all his battery to get in, though.
Andy's going to go for a move into turn 1. He's going to get it
done.
And that is Andy ahead. Now, does Andy want to slow it down and bring Melamed back into play is the question.
I think he could, but it's a lot of slowing down, and then you're not just bringing Melamed into it, you're bringing the train that he's got with him into it as well.
I think he might wait for the guys on the softs to box, maybe. I don't think... Jay doesn't seem to be posing much of a threat to Melamed. So
no.
I think that he could potentially...
And Tyler's got a penalty.
Yeah, Tyler's got a penalty, and he's dropping off anyway. Those softs are starting to die now after 5 laps, so... Yeah, they're going to be boxing again at some point, those guys.
I think if it was just Melamed, he would try and bring them back in, but seeing as he's got other drivers with him, I don't know whether it's worth the risk.
I think he's also... His pace looks alright. He seems to have failed at a fine enough range to not just immediately lose the place.
Yeah, although Leon has gotten closer, so maybe he is slowing down slightly.
Yeah, they're also catching Sandra. Now, Sandra's mediums are now worse than those hards. Obviously, there is a bit of a tyre delta between both of the guys. As a move is happening, Bayo does get him back, actually. Last minute move for him there. And yeah, the guys on the softs have been dropped. So they weren't able to make many inroads on those tyres, and yeah, Melamed's just losing time at the moment to the two guys in front. And the problem is for Andy, he's in the middle of an RB sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, Sharky's looking for a move. Just about backs out of it on Tyler.
Yeah, I don't... Andy's going to struggle here, I think. Because if Leon ever gets close to him, there's a massive problem. Because Leon will dump everything, and all they do is they box him in. They just box Andy in, and well, he either just won't be able to get past Bayard, or will also lose a place to Leon in the process of that happening. But at the moment, I don't think he's really under threat from that. Leon low on battery. Yeah, Andy not going for a move this time around. Leon is down to 2%. Sam boxes off the softs. So he's done with that stint, and he's now going for a medium, which yeah seems about right at this stage, I guess.
Yeah, mediums will make it to the end.
Still very interested on Sandro's 2-stop here. The gap's about 5 seconds, which would mean he needs to gain, well, what are we saying, like 15 seconds after he boxes? And
Yeah,
he would have to overtake Jay and Malamed, who are paired together, so he's got to get a run on a driver with DRS, who are also on fresher tyres, so those two are going to be a nightmare to get past. Tyler will be out the way. He'll have to overtake Marco. He'll have to overtake Jarvis. He'll have to overtake John, and I think he'll come out ahead of. Well, he'll come out ahead of Sam definitely. He might be ahead of John. But I think he might be between John and Jarvis. Let me have a look at gap to leader. No, it'd be between Marco and Jarvis, I think. That's Bayoud. Oh, and Leon. Oh, that changes things.
Jay's used all his battery already, trying to catch up to Mellowbed. He's got nothing for the straight.
Both RBs with a penalty in one corner.
Not great.
Yeah, it's not ideal for them. We got Jack here in the blue flag range on 13 lap old mediums. I think we might box off those quite soon. Win is decided, it seems. Well, depends if Leon gets a chance, because if Leon gets a chance to try and get past Andy, I feel like he might try it and then potentially play a few games here. I think he's happy to do that.
I just looked at Race Director. I think Leon and maybe Biodes was a straight. Well, I think it might. Yeah, I think they both. They had warnings before, but they got 3 warnings as well. It was.
Sandro boxes. Trying to see what gap he emerges into. As Andy putting pressure on. He's gonna go. No, he's not. Leon's been dropped a bit. As Tyler has also boxed, and Sandro will be just behind Marco. So yeah, between Marco and Jarvis, where I altered my prediction to.
He's gone for the hards.
Yeah, he has gone for hards. He's gone for the durable option. He has boxed. He's done a shorter medium stint the second time around, so he did a 12 and a 10. He's got 11 to do on those hards, which isn't that bad. He's going to be looking to get past Marco pretty instantly, I think. I don't think Marco's going to be too bothered, to be honest, about that. Although something makes me think he might have to wait till the main straight for it. There's Andy. Yeah, not really putting any pressure on this lap. Jay is just repeating the battery, it looks like, and Mellowbed's getting closer slowly. So here comes Sandro. And he moves up into 6th place. What's his gap? 11.5 seconds to the 2 in front of him. What do we think of that then? Can he gain that much?
I wonder whether Mellowbed will try and back up Sandro so he doesn't interfere with what's going on with Andy and Biode, maybe?
Yeah, I think he could.
He would have a hard time doing it, but there is a buffer between him and Sandro, so...
There's also an argument to let them get closer, though, because they've got penalties, and if, you know, they don't get removed, Jay and Sandro can take more points off Bayard.
Yeah, true. Will just depend. Mellowbed is getting into the penalty range of Leon.
Huge, yeah. Leon's permanently out of battery. Mellowbed looks alright. He has to use quite a lot down the straights to sort of...
I think Jack's on the softs. He might be going for fastest lap. I'm not sure.
Well, fastest lap has just gone to Sandro, as you've said that.
Yeah. But he could also be ignoring blue flags for Mitch. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, I actually went on board with Mitch then, we nearly spun it. Well, Mitch is kind of just in his own race here. Harvey is catching with slightly pressure tyres, but it's not much as Andy's made some form of mistake because Bayote's got a gap.
I missed that. I was on board with Jack. He was 2/10 off getting it.
Unless Bayote's put his foot down because no one else behind's really gained to Andy. Bayote is on less battery this time around.
But Andy won't have the DRS.
Yeah, Bayote seems to be trying to up the pace here, which would give Leon a chance if he wasn't on 8% battery.
Yeah.
Bayote's out. They're trying something here at RB. It's becoming a bit darker as well. The clouds are starting to roll in, but I don't think that's going to really matter on lap 26.
Probably not.
As Jarvis and Marco side by side. Jarvis is hanging it in there on the inside.
Ooh, very close.
Doesn't manage to get it there. But he'll go again. He's got the fresher tyres.
I believe Jack is going for fastest lap again. Trying it on the same set of softs.
I don't think it's going to work as Leon's been dropped by Andy, who's still out of Bayote's range. So yeah, very interesting here. Andy will not be in this lap, although he's a 10th closer than the previous lap, and still has a battery advantage. Yeah, Leon is dropping very far off now. Seems like those older tyres are just not quite giving him what he would want. And Melamed has, well, he's definitely catching this. Jarvis around the outside. Marco tries to hang it in, but he's not going to be able to, and that is
Jack's into the pace.
Struck going to go for next.
Maybe another set of softs just to try and get something, but
he's actually
he's actually on the full wets.
If I managed to pull Andy's nearly back in. He's been getting about a 10th a lap on trying to get back into Bayote's range. Oh, he's gone off the track right there. Well, the game have given him a warning. I feel like it might not have.
I'll have a look. No.
And yeah, Melamed. I think within a lap or two we'll be getting a move on Leon. Shut down on those works. We'll be hoping he doesn't crash it as a safety car while he's on those wets, otherwise he'll probably get a report against him and a nice penalty for driving on an unsuitable tyre.
Hopefully he doesn't interfere with this battle for the lead too much either.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nice if he gave one driver DRS or something like that. Just gonna race manipulate. What is he doing on those wets?
Yeah, I'm not too
You can't
sure.
keep it in a straight line on dry tyres, so I'm concerned for him on wet. I mean, the clouds have fully rolled in now.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of
Perhaps he just knows something that we don't. I doubt it.
Yeah, I also doubt it.
I'll stay on with him if anything happens.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of rain potentially forecast, but maybe after the race. Yellow flags.
It's Jack.
Good.
There we go.
I'll tell you who wouldn't mind a bit of the ISO Sandro.
No, he really wouldn't.
Because his two-stop hasn't worked out.
I was looking at Race Director, and I'm pretty sure it was a straight. Biode got 3 warnings in 1 lap and then the penalty, and Leon got the 2 warnings in 1 lap and then the penalty. So.
Interesting. Biode's actually gapped to 1.5 here on this lap. Marco's got a penalty. I should have put Sam in this range, but Sam is probably going to gain on those mediums anyway, I would guess. Harvey might get to Mitch before the end of the race, but Harvey does have multiple penalties, I want to say. Yeah, he's got 6.
I think Jack is full pushing on wets. He's saved up all his battery.
Interesting.
He's gone wide.
Yeah, I think Bayard seems quicker as we're hitting the end of this race. And Melamed hasn't really took much out of Leon these last laps. Jay has a lot of battery and is very close here. We might see an overtake for the first time in a long time. Maybe not, he's over half a second. He's got no straight line speed in that marathon whatsoever. Yellow flags, that's Jack.
It's Jack Len people again. Yeah, he's in the gravel this time.
Yeah. Oh, 10-second penalty.
And 10-second penalty.
Seems fair enough.
Yeah.
Harvey picks up another penalty, but he has caught Mitch. Are we going to see a move? Yeah, we are. I don't think Mitch even bothers to fight it if Harvey's on 9 seconds.
No, he probably won't. Yeah, his half goes through.
Harvey has missed the corner. And
yeah.
It. So Mitch could argue that the only reason he's got the move is because he went off track after he made the move.
But seeing as he's going to get him on the penalties anyway, I don't know whether he will bother.
Yeah, probably not, no. Right, and yeah, Jay drops to half a second again. He's just losing time in that final corner. Which, yeah, kind of isn't ideal for him, as Sam's managed to make a move there on Marco. It's an unconventional one, I'll say that much. Marco can't see an overtake into turn 1. He's pulled the lag switch, he's gone one way, then teleported the other way. And he's got the move from it. Fair enough.
Melamed's almost into the DRS of Leon here. It won't matter that much, but I'm sure he'd rather do it on track than off of penalties. Especially if there's a chance he can get it removed.
Yeah.
But he has Jay right up behind him as well.
Sandro's 2-stop was just too little too late. Harvey's going for fastest lap. But he needs to get out ahead of Bayard. Which he has. Harvey's also not going to let them through, which means I know he is, so he's just going to accept he's not getting fastest lap then.
Yeah.
I thought he might try to stick it out ahead. Oh yeah, he moves. It's a 2-second gap. So Andy will take this one provisionally here. Depending on Bayard's chance of a removal. As Sam gets past Marco and puts 8 tenths between them. Very quickly. Tyler's also going to be here on the final lap, trying to get something out of it. And let's see who's going to make any moves for the moment. But it will be Bayard who crosses the line first on track. Andy will then inherit the win there. Leon will stay ahead of Mohammed and Jay. Looking back here, Tyler doesn't manage to get close enough. He's going to try to get to the inside of John, which will swap to the outside. Can he go around the outside of this corner? No. Sam picks him 3 seconds right at the end of the race. These 3 here. Tyler's off the track in the gravel, and that'll keep him 11th. And Mitch will take the final point of the day in P12. Fair enough. Yeah, I think Mitch has just sort of drove his own race here. Had a quiet one. I think he'll be happy enough with that.
As we I'll wait for Jack, who's coming in through the pits and is sped in the pits. As he's just driven through the pits, hasn't even stopped, he's just gone straight through.
Sandro's won everything other than race winner. Finish driver, most overtakes driver of the day, fastest lap.
I have a feeling Sandro may have done something in that race, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Maybe.
You got race director?
I'm gonna grab it in a sec. There we go, got the penalties like that. And here we go. There's the race director. Lovely. Right.
A lot of V-carb on lap 21.
Thank you all for watching this race. We will be back tomorrow for F1 and F4, and then back next week for the season finale at Spa with a sprint. Plenty of points available. And yeah, it should be fun. So we shall see you then. Pardon me, and goodbye.